Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited today to introduce you to the newest pattern that's available in my Etsy shop. These are the Sanderson Sisters from the movie Hocus Pocus. It's one of my personal favorite Halloween movies, if not my most favorite. These dolls are so cute and they are so fun to make. Mary and Sarah are a little bit more simpler than Winifred, so we're going to take a closer look at her. Her hair has got a little bit of twists and turns to it, but what I love about it is that her hair in the movie is quite frazzled, so it's actually okay if it doesn't look completely perfect. She's not going to a wedding, she's a witch. You'll also notice that she's wearing this really stunning green coat with some very detailed hand embroidery on the outside. And I actually wanted to go over this. My pattern that includes the instructions for all three of the dolls has pictures to show how this is made, but I think it would be easier for you to visually see it. So let's get started. I've got an embroidery hoop with some fabric in it, my needle and my yarn. Hopefully this will be contrasting enough that you can see. So first thing you're going to do is come up from the back and leave yourself a really good tail. I'd say between 6 to 8 inches. Normally on fabric, you can just tie a knot and that won't come out. But when you're sewing on knitting, the knot's not going to stay. So you can see here, that's where my tail was, and I just knotted it and then wove in the ends, okay? So the first part that we're gonna do for this stitch, which is called a cable chain stitch, is we're gonna do the first loop right here. Okay, so however wide you want that loop to be is however far you're going to make this first stitch. So go into the fabric or your knitting, not exactly in the same hole, but pretty close to the same hole that you came up through. Okay, and then you're going to take your yarn, wrap it around your needle. Make sure when you pull through this first time, you do not pull too hard, otherwise you will pull your tail right out. Okay, now the next part we're going to do is create this little joining here between the two chains. In order to do that, you're going to put your yarn in your left hand, wrap the needle over the top, around to the back, back to the left side. Okay, so let's do that again. Left, over the top, back to the left side, okay? And then you're gonna go in, not too far, you can see, that's not too far from where I came out. And then you're going to make another one of those immediately. You're gonna make another one of those chains. So I'm gonna come up. Now, I have my yarn on my left side. I'm going to wrap the needle and then pull through. Okay, now this stitch looks the best when you don't pull it too tight. Okay, you can tell I kind of had it pulled a little too tight, so I pulled this little part of the loop and look, it straightened it out really nicely. Okay, so you want to make sure you are not pulling too tight on your stitch. Okay, let's do that again. Oh, a little tangled here. Got my needle, yarn on the left side, over the top, around the back, back to the left. I'm gonna go in and out from left, around the back to the right, and pull up. Keep getting my tail caught in there. Can you see how nice that looks? Okay, so we're gonna do one more time. Left, around, back to the left. Oh, I lost it. Back to the left. In, out, and this is about close to a 1/2 inch. almost half an inch from the left to the right around the needle. And pull. Now, if you can see, that kind of looks a little wonky. It doesn't look exactly straight, but by just pulling the left chain, it straightens it out. You see that? Looks really nice. So you're going to create that cable chain stitch all the way around the bottom of her jacket, her little dress coat actually. If you don't want to do that stitch, it wouldn't be hard to leave it out. It also wouldn't be hard to do a whip stitch around the edge, or you could just do straights like a back stitch, anything you want to just add a little decorative stitch on the outside of this. If you want to, you surely do not have to add that detail to the back to the dress. I really hope this tutorial has helped you add some details to your Winifred doll, and I hope that you really enjoy these Sanderson sister patterns. These dolls are really very cute, and they're perfect to come out for Halloween and play with, or you could keep them out all year long. I'm going to add a link in the description box for the pattern and also a coupon code to get you some percentage off when you buy through my Etsy shop.